Generic greetings! Virus outbreaks are not good. In the previous episode, we had one or two people got infected, and then I tried to manually cure them. That guy still needs treating. Actually, let's just send them over there. I tried to manually cure them, and some of it worked, some of it didn't. The ones that I cured, or rather treated, because you don't cure them immediately, I forgot to actually lock down for a full day, and also one or two I missed. So when they all came into the canteen, they then went, "Hey, do you want some green stuff? Oh, look, I've got green stuff." "No, I don't want the green stuff." "Well, you can have the green stuff." And then everybody got infected, which was not good. So basically the phage spread throughout the entire prison. That was suboptimal at best. So what I've done a couple of things, or rather I've skipped ahead for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I want to try and get rid of this thing, and as you can see, total virus outbreak is currently, let me just open that door there, manually open that, and then you can be cured. Excellent. I was going to speed up to max speed as well. I skipped ahead because I wanted to see if we can cure all of this virus outbreak. We have knocked it down from the 70-odd prisoners or whatever it was to 4 now, which is good, and hopefully that'll be reduced as we go on. I've locked a lot of people in their cells. If I see any green people, I'm going to lock them up. It's not because I'm racist against orcs or anything like that. It's just, we have to get them green skins all locked up and stuff because we don't want them spreading. That guy there, in fact, is on lockdown. There you go. He's actually sleeping. That guy does need treating, and he is not locked up, so we're going to punish him. We're going to say lockdown for 24 hours. What I want to do is then get the doctor, and we'll send him over here to cure that person. There we go. It's extremely volatile, so what will probably happen, actually no, I already did lock him down, so he's now got a lockdown of nearly 2 full days. He's not going to be impressed. He's actually unconscious as well because well, I didn't cure him earlier, so there we go. It says needs treating, but I've definitely treated him. Please treat. Right, open. Treat. Not treating. Doctor isn't sick. Looks like he's now being taken to the proper location. Let's just have a quick check. No, there's nothing down there. Looking for green people around here. And then probably not. And up there, I have no idea because I haven't got any line of sight. Right, okay, so let's continue that on. The other reason I skipped ahead is because I didn't have any money, and as you can see at the top, I now have 68,874 generic units of currency / generic credits, which means we can get on with building this thing onto the left, which is what we'll be doing this episode. So I'm just going to wait and see who we actually get. There's a lot of prisoners come in, and what I'll do, I'll just go into intelligence, performance, and we can see we've got ex-law enforcement and tough, so I'm going to change the ex-law enforcement to protective custody, and then we will go to lockdown permanent. Sorry, guy, but there's no way you're going to survive elsewhere. So obviously we've got someone permanently in here. We just need to go to our deployment check. Yet that is definitely working. Still can't separate these cells off, which is a real big problem because I really need an area to search them. But anyway, so this area over this side, you can see we've got a power station. We've got not yet got any capacitors around it. Now, there's been several comments regarding this. A lot of people saying that this is where we've got our power station and water and then heating, and a lot of people have rightly said that actually we only really need one water because of the distance that it travels. You are correct, but I'm going to put it on a separate grid just in case something happens to that, and then the whole prison shuts down and no more water. So this entire section here will be just one of the water stations. Now, what I'll have to do as well, the one up here, when we build that one, I'm not going to have it the same size. I'm going to shrink it right down because there's no point in having 2 on this side. There's no point in having 2, as I mentioned, but it's more of a redundancy. But I think it's just best if we do it this way. Right, so let's just crack on. Let's go to objects and then to our, I think, do you want a large jail door? We've got a door in now. We've got a door in, that's fine. Then we want to have an entrance, probably, well, where do we want a door? This is where we've got our kitchen and canteen. Now, it's slightly problematic because of the size of it. In fact, it's really, really problematic. It's just a horrible, horrible layout. I know a lot of people said we could actually make like a cube here, but then that would be even worse. So, you know what? Let's just put the wall in. So we'll put a wall from probably there up to there is going to be about right. Actually, we probably want a door on that corner there. Oh no, I don't know. Let's just quickly go to planning and check out with our objects. How many objects would be able to fit in? We get in 12 up to there. So if we actually did it from that side, we'd get 12 up to there, and then we could put a door in there. That makes a bit more sense to me. Let's do it that way. Okay, so brick wall all the way up to there, then cancel that one. There we are. So then this will be our kitchen and canteen. We're going to get this up and running this episode just so we can then expand off and get the we're probably going to get death row before we get these top and bottom cells, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Right. What else did I need to do? Oh yes, I've also taken the liberty of planning all this off. As you can see, we've got, this is like a copy of this, so it's easy just to put all the foundations down, same as this here. So in order to expand around here, it's actually a lot easier than it would be before. Let's just go to our staff and go to a guard. We're going to hire the 50th guard again because one did get killed, sadly. Right, let's just go to our utilities and then electrical cable. We want to run electrical cable in there. Actually, we'll probably run it to about there. Then we'll run one to about there. And then we'll have to put it on because it cancelled the entire section. There we are, that's fine. And then we'll put a water pump in. And then we're going to put a water boiler as well, which all fits in quite nicely. That should put electrical cable there, that should put one there, which means if I put a capacitor here, it should then connect them all up. We're going to need the capacitors anyway. Now, a lot of people have said that what I could probably do is power this entire section, all of this, with just one power station. You're probably right about that, but we'll play it by ear, and if we'd have to put another one in, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all. So let's just go to rooms and then to kitchen, and we can see we've got kitchen here. We'll designate all of that as kitchen, there we are, and then we need to also go to canteen, and then do the same thing with this one as well. So there we go, that's obviously all inside. Now you're probably thinking, oh, we haven't got a sort of airlocky type thing like I've got here, where I've got like a door and then like a little wall, and you're right, but we haven't had any like ultraviolence anywhere, so do I really need it? You know what we probably do, it's probably best, let's just put a brick wall there, and it means they can go around, so that's all fine. And then this little corner, just because it'll fit in nicely, we'll put a bin there because it looks pretty cool, and obviously we need to put a door there as well. Now this one here might be a bit different because we might end up changing this so it only has the people that make all the food but not our prisoners, the cooks and the chefs, yes, those, they will probably be the only ones working in here. I don't know if I'll actually have prisoners working in it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear, as always. So I've designated all of that. We're still waiting for all of these things to be placed. As you can see, a lot of guards and stuff want to, they need to go inside. Like, why will that not open the door? Manually open the door, because I'm not on the door. There we are. He's going to go in there and try to fix all this. Problem is we haven't got any guards wandering around here. So, and there's a lot of things. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a big problem. We haven't got a door there, so they're having to go all the way around. So let's actually put these in, so it makes it a little bit easy for them. Now, obviously, these bits I'm putting in, eventually we'll get rid of. Like these doors here that I've just put in, we will not have them in the long term, because this will be building. We'll have it same as this bit here, so it'll just be metal detectors. But for now, we'll keep it as is. So, kitchen and canteen are all placed. Let's just go to objects and then cooker. Then we'll spin them round, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then I think we'll probably put some on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 10 in total. Then fridges, similar sort of deal. We'll probably put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, hang on, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if we need any more, but we'll go for 9, 10, and then we've got a total. I don't like that. I don't like the layout of it. What if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Run it right across that. That's okay. Then we'll go for sinks, and we'll put a sink right in the center, like that. Actually, like that. There we are. That's all sorted. So, utilities, and then we do need some water. Well, hot water and hot water. That's not connected up to that, which is slightly problematic. Let me go for probably capacitor, and then that should connect all of that up. Right, so water, that needs water, so hot water pipe, sorry, that's a big water pipe which you'll hopefully feed that, and then we'll go for a small water pipe, which we should be able to just run in like this, and then into this side. Or is that worth it? Do I want to do that? I'm probably best, since I'm going to have to run a big water pipe anyway, I'll run it this way. And then, assuming I feed the top and bottom with this, I would have a water pipe going straight up like so. Is that going to work out? It is, but do I want to have it come around here? I might as well do that, just because it's different, and, I mean, it's wasting loads of pipe, you understand, but I don't like the idea of a massive water main that could burst at any moment, go straight under the straight under the execution facility, because that's where they keep all of the electricity for the chair, which is not good, because if that bursts, which, remember, you can get these from random events, it will then, well, it will probably kill everybody in the entire center, which is not something we want. We want to specifically kill a person, not just any old person. So hot water pipe, we will have to just run manually, and we're just going to run it probably straight across, and then it'll be straight up, but I'll see what happens once they've placed the other things. I'm just going to go to our staff and then workmen. We've got 22 workmen, which I actually was surprised about, but it's because of all these trees, but that's giving us a lot of money. We've got daily cash flow coming like a lot, like in and out a lot, like quite quick. Couple of comments. We've had a lot of people saying, or one or two people saying, connect these two up, because currently that's a separate workshop and that's a separate workshop. Now, the reason it is a separate workshop is that you can assign 20 people to that and 20 people to that. If I connect them, it means you can only assign 20 to the entire one, which is not something we want. We want them separate. And also, that's shouting at me saying I haven't got a workshop press. Yes, press that was in that corner. That's because we want this as a sawmill. As you can see, we have people doing the carpentry apprenticeship. If we just go to our, I'm just going to pause it a second, then go to our programs and reschedule all programs. It's just useful to do that because it just keeps losing it for some reason. There's one person doing the carpentry apprenticeship, and as you can see as well, 4 finished, 1 pass, 25% pass rate. But if we produce 10 superior beds, we get another 10 grand. All good. And just go down here. Got alcoholic group therapy on the go. Pharmacological treatment to drug addictions on the go, lots of parole hearings, spiritual guidance in there, guard taser certification, there's one in the queue, I'm not going to bother with that. With death row appeal, obviously not on because we haven't got death row yet, and then the work safety induction, blah blah blah, it's all in here, and also a foundation education program and general education's on the go as well. This one, there was one person doing the general education qualification, but I think what's happened is about halfway through, they then left because they got parole, which is, good for them. Well done on them. I'm not upset at all, but it means that I have to mess around now. Right, let's run some water piping from there and there, and then straight up to there. That connects all of them up, and then the hot water pipe, we will need to run probably down, and then like so, and then that connects all the hot water up. I believe that is about the right length, but we'll see how it goes. Now this one, as you can see, all of the, some of the kitchen staff are coming to work here. So what we'll do, we'll go to cooks and we'll 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get 6 cooks just to sort that out. We've got no one assigned to that yet, but that's fine. What we'll do, we'll go to tables and chairs, and we need to start putting them in here. Now we also need to think about actually a place where they're going to enter. That's a good question. Let's just go to brick wall and put a brick wall there. Then we want to put a large jail door probably there, because this one is going to feed these. We could put it on either side, but I think where it is now is... Oh no, we'll put it on either side just to see what happens. It means we're going to have a couple of metal detectors. We're going to have 4 metal detectors in total, but it's fine, I guess. Right, so objects, we need to plan out roughly where our... that's going to be 13. That's a shame, because if it was a little bit longer, we'd be able to put more tables in there. I'm trying to think where we're going to put our serving tables. So we need like 5 and then 5. Actually, we'll probably put 5 there and 5 there. And then 5 and then 5. Hang on. No. 5 and then 5. Actually, it's not even 5. I'm talking garbage. Oh, it is 5. It is 5, yeah. So there we go. There's the serving tables all in. And then in terms of tables and chairs, or rather tables and benches, we will have a 3x4 like so. And see how many we can actually fit in. So we're going to try and cram these in, because remember, we're going to have a fair amount of prisoners in this place. There we go. And that should be about right. Now that will not work. That won't work because of where the walls are going to be. So we'll see how that goes. Let's just see. They're still waiting for them to... I'm gonna I'm saying that is now going to be a priority, and I'm going to crack on with that. At least they can get in and out here so they can walk all the way through. This is good. In terms of the current prison, it seems to be running okay. I just need to keep an eye on our intakes. Let's just have a quick look at informants, have a quick rummage around. We can see that there is some ones that are volatile. We've got some snitches in here as well. So we'd switch snitch and quick. So we need to sort that out, and probably we'll assign him to protective custody and permanently lock him up because, well, we don't really want to snitch wandering around the place. Confidential informants is none. We did have one, but they either left or got killed. I believe it was the former, but I honestly couldn't tell you because you don't really get a report other than once they leave your prison, it's not your responsibility. You get a have they reoffended, yes or no, as soon as they leave, but that's it. Anyway, this is our snitch here, so we're going to click on him. Hang on, there we go. Matt Ainsley, prison number 2650516. We're going to say punish. Actually, no, we need to go to first protective custody, punish, lockdown permanent. There we go. So they're now permanently locked down inside here. We've had several people say that what we should probably end up doing is expanding these cells so we have like one big one either side, and then once they've got the ones on the bottom, that should do it, and then put loads of all the amenities in, like shower and things like that. You're probably right. I think it might be a good idea to maybe change this around, but what I've made the decision that unless it's a real critical task, what I'm going to be doing is just continuing on building all of this, and then we will... Why is that bit not done? Let's just prioritize that. There's the hot water, and it does get to where it needs to be. That's fine, yes. Yeah, unless it's a real critical task, I won't be going back to tweak and change. What I'll be doing is continuing on my current build design and path, and then obviously still taking your comments, suggestions, feedback, etc., but not changing the old design until later on. So we'll have an episode solely devoted to making these little changes that don't... It's more quality of life stuff around the prison. That's the stuff we'll be doing later on. So anyway, there is all of the... Yes, them things, words. All of the tables and chairs in here. What you need to do is go on metal detectors and then put the metal detectors. They're all centralized now, which is very good. What I need to do is shove a metal detector there, just in case they try to sneak out that way. Because remember, this is not staff only. Now, I don't know whether to make it staff only or not. I'm not entirely sure. We will see how it goes. See, this one isn't a problem because the only way they can get out from the canteen is this way, which they have to go through that metal detector. This way, however, this is only staff only. That is staff only, so they can't go through that way, so it's not really a big problem. We've got a problem with visitation, though, which is something I really need to sort of cover eventually and probably put some visitation around the back here. But these couple of buildings are becoming pretty much everything can go in there, no problem. So we'll see how it goes. This room... A lot of people said we could make this another... Oh my good grief, there's more infected prisoners, 43 in total now. I still haven't got this virus under control. To be honest with you, it's because it's because I don't really care. I'm just letting it go. Nobody's died from it. Everybody's getting a bit sick. It's just like, yeah, okay, fine. And there's several people that do need treating, and you can see they are getting treated. That guy's just treating a door, apparently. People are getting brought here, look. They're all getting brought into the infirmary. Maybe the infirmary's just really stocked up. So what if we made this an infirmary? So let's try that. We'll go to infirmary. So this is going to be an infirmary, and then medical bed. Now I don't know how we're going to place these medical beds because of the layout of this thing. So maybe it's going to have to be that, which surprisingly works. Don't like that one there. So that's how many medical beds in total? What if we put 1, 2, no, 3. There you go. So we got 7 medical beds in total. That's a new infirmary, and then we'll go to doctor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have 4 working in there. And then the great thing now is if we go to... Actually, we'll wait until all the beds are put in. I'm going to prioritize these placements of the beds, and then once it's all sorted, we'll be able to reschedule programs, and the pharmacological treatment drug addiction, you can see, will then boost right up to there. So if you reschedule, it's not there yet. You can see it's actually grayed out, but that's what happens when all of the beds are put in. There you go. There's all the medical beds, and reschedule. Boom, you can see it all goes up. So if we just cancel some of these and then reschedule, why is it not going up? I don't know why it's not going up. It's a bit weird. And let's have a quick look around. Is there any prisoners that are... That person's treated. With several people that are treated, you see. I'm going to do a full shakedown tonight as well, because we haven't actually done one yet. I'm going to also send all of the doctors. I can't actually send them all. I have to send them manually. I'm going to send them in here, and then hopefully if they see anyone, they'll go and treat them, which is... Yep, there you go. Look, they've actually started to head off. Once you send them like that, they do start to head off. Now, what I want to do... I also want to go to our objects and then window, and I want to put a window in this place as well, so we can actually see in. Now I'm going to put it in this corner, Because at the moment, when people walk past, we can't actually see it. This was one thing that I think I mentioned in the previous episode, and I never did anything with. Hang on, is that a... Oh, yes, that is a tunnel. That is a found tunnel, but it's only a tiny one. And this is something I mentioned, and I didn't end up doing because I thought, we'll leave it. It's not mission critical, but it has become a little bit more of an issue. Look at that tunnel. That's pretty. That's a decent tunnel there to there. Yeah, that's all right. Fair enough. I can appreciate that's a decent tunnel. The problem is that we've got a lot of digging now because of the workshop. So you can actually steal things from the workshop now, digging implements and stuff. You can see the wooden pickaxes. If we go to our intelligence and last 24 hours, oh crap, we've got a call from the warden. So a water pipe has burst and flooding the area. Please fix it. So let's just pause it for a second, and we'll have to go to utilities, and then we can see it's actually a large one there, so that's fine. I will then make that mission critical, and then hopefully the workman, you come on, turn around. No, you're just going the other way, aren't you? Okay, fine. Let's just go to utilities. We've definitely made that critical. Yep, it is definitely placed. Install large pipe. There it is, and boom, there we go. And then that'll all recede, and job done. That wasn't really the biggest catastrophe in the world. It's all sorted, but you can understand why I wouldn't want it here. Right, utilities again, electrical cable, and then we'll run some electrical cable just to that top one there to power it up. These ones here as well, you can see these are not yet powered, so we'll connect that up to there, and then we'll connect it up to there, something like that. And then there's all the metal detectors sorted out. We'll also go to our... I think we'll go for a phone booth. Yeah, we'll get some phone... Ooh, we've had a death. This is not good. Phone booths. Let's have a quick look and see where this is. I'm just going to pause it and place all the phone booths down the bottom there. One death. Let's have a quick look. And it is in Parole. Okay. Get someone in there, please. What's happened? Is it the parole lawyer? Has the parole lawyer been killed? It says follow, and it doesn't say I can not move him, which is an interesting one. Let me just go to deployment here, and then to guard patrols. No, guards. There was someone assigned to that. Look at that. That parole there, there's no guards assigned to it, but there was on that one. I definitely assigned someone to that, and apparently it's just been not assigned. Hang on, how many guards do we have? 50, so the person that died wouldn't have been from there, and even if it was, they would have been reassigned another guard. I don't know what's happened there. That's interesting. Anyway. Let's just go to our informants again, and we just need to check here. We've got a potential CI there and a potential CI here. Just having a quick look around to see if we've got any prisoners that are problematic in terms of their security, which I can not see. Alright, fine. So, what I'll do, I will get you to go inside, and I will find, apparently... Polaroid, excellent. So you, Jeff Geoffrey Tay, you are getting... Oh, look at that. Look at all the recent misconduct. Pretty much everything. Escape attempt, attacked prisoner, attacked staff, serious injury, murder, found weapons, found drugs, and found luxuries. Wow. Right, so I want to get a guard. I'll just say you, it doesn't really matter. Long as we get some guard going through that. We can't see through this window, which is not... I don't know why the line of sight stuff is not working in here, which is problematic. Look at that. Let's have a quick look in our intelligence, informants. Where were they? They were in there, surely. They must have gone. Oh, well. Right, so that's getting powered up. These are in here. If we go to logistics and see food distribution, that is feeding that canteen, but that canteen is not feeding anything else, right? You can see that all of these are feeding into that canteen. So this one is currently doing nothing, which we knew about. This is understandable, but there's a page. We'll have a little notebook page and then spend a week closing all the menus. Yes, so this is like now a working room, but it doesn't have anything to feed. Literally, there's nothing to feed. We haven't assigned anything for them to be fed. So what I'll do, I'm going to white tiles this entire area. Where do we have white tiles? We have it from there. Okay. So white tiles all the way along here. And remember, this is indoors, so we can happily do that, and it will then place them all. And then, while they're cracking on, I'm going to go to concrete tiles, and I'm going to start placing loads of concrete tiles, because it's something we really do need to get put in. Now, I really want to get this center building at least done. The plan is over the next couple of episodes to get this central building sorted with our with our death row, because I know I haven't really I don't think I've really put it to a vote, and I asked what would you actually want. Like I know that the top and bottom areas in here, that one and that one, I said what sort of prisoners do you want, and pretty much everybody said the same thing. Oh, we really would like some high risk stuff, which is understandable, and that's what we're going to be going with eventually. But I also think that getting death row prisoners before that would be a little bit more interesting, if I can. I mean, I don't know about the death row, whether it's actually... death row is not open yet. I started doing this and then moved off, which is going to be problematic because I don't know where I actually got to. I apparently got to there. There we are. Right, so we'll keep placing all of this. This is all the concrete tiles that will go... Sorry, yeah, concrete tiles, yeah. This is just obviously the pathway and stuff. But yeah, I think getting death row is probably the way to go about this. So I'm just sort of scanning these all the way along, like so. And apparently someone is cutting grass outside. I don't know why, but every time I record these episodes, there's always it's like, it's what, like 30 or 40 minutes sporadically throughout the week when I do these episodes, and every single time, at least once a week, someone is cutting the same time as I'm doing these things. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's loud as hell. Right, let's go to our building brick, and I think it is about time we get this death row bit done. So, what is the best way of doing it? I think it is a scan approach, so I'm going to have to pause it and do this. Now, I could do block sections. Is it worth it? I don't know, because I'd have to then... No, I don't think... I think this is the best way of going about it. The problem is if I just do a big block section, then I'm going to have to spend... Oh my good grief, it doesn't like this for some reason. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time then doing all of the separate sections anyway. So this is not yet registered as a separate building, or actually I think it has, but it's killing the game. Until this is all placed, it's really killing it. Like, killed to death. If that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Right, let's finish this building off. And hopefully we'll get some frames back. Okay, there's that. And then we will have... How many entrances? We'll put one entrance there. We might put them on all the four corners, which I know people have asked about. We will see. So, this is pretty much up and running. We'll go to deployment, guard patrols. We'll set up a guard patrol that goes around, like so. And there's guard patrol. Sorted. Actually, we're probably best going down then along. That's probably a bit better. Get more coverage. And I think we have a guard patrol in the kitchen. Yeah, we do. I'm going to make that staff only for now. Just because I think this kitchen, it being the, you know, its location and all that, I think it's probably best if we have it like that. I think it's probably best. Current infection is at 18 prisoners, which you can see that prisoner needs treating. These need treating. All of these doctors then I'm going to sort of send down here, and they should hopefully manually do it. Yeah, you see they're all coming along, and they are treating the prisoners. There we are. There's a lot of treatment going on here. There's no, like, treatment button. The controls for the doctors are really dodgy. So I'm just going to send them over here. There you go. Anyone that they can see that needs treating, they will then treat. See, a lot of them have been treated, you see. What I really need to do, I think, is... Look, that guy's reading a book inside the shower. Not entirely good for books, I must confess. Right, so these doctors, again, we will send them over here and then send them over here. And these ones we'll send to that end and then send to that end. And then there could be the ones around the top here, but I have no idea because we don't have any line of sight. As you can see, look, it's just a complete black spot. People have said that what we should probably do is put some cameras in these cells, but in order to put cameras in, it would take a lot of resources to put cameras in. I mean, remember, you can only view a certain amount of camera units per CCTV monitor. So, yeah. Anyway, sent all these guys up. Looks like they are pretty much cured as far as I can tell. Or treated, rather, not cured. There's a big difference. So, Centerpiece is now done. Right. Obviously, what we need in the center, let's just go to planning here, and we just need to measure the rough center, which is that. That is the rough center, like that. So what I'll do, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be our... That's going to be our death row area, and then what I'll probably do, I'll probably just make it a square, to be completely honest with you. That is probably too small. We just need to check here for death row. It would be the electric chair, which is a 2x2. Yeah. So the thing is, you can't rotate it round. You need it. You need that there, and I think death row. Hang on, execution rather. Execution, you need indoors and electric chair, but you also need like seats and stuff all the way around it. So what we'll probably do is we'll expand this by 1. Assuming we have the electric chair in the center, we want then a row of like chairs and tables perhaps all the way around, but then we do need an entrance way to get in, like, you know, to get inside. So that's probably a bit too small. It's probably way too small. Probably have it at least a 1, you know, 1 again, all the way around, which would then... Actually, we'll just cancel that entire section because we know that that's going to be that. And then we'll put a row there, and then we'll put a row there, and a row there. And then that is our electric chair sort of facility thing, whatever you'd like to call it. Sorted. Right. What I'll do then, I will have... I think we will... A lot of people have asked like how we're going to do this around the outside, and the simple answer is I have no idea because I didn't really plan it off, which is not good. Let me just change the design of this just to make it a little bit more interesting, and perhaps if we do that, we can cut these out like so, and then objects, this is where it can go. So that's where we'll have our viewing bits. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's a nice design. Right. I really like the design of the place where we're going to murder people. Right, so... where do we want the cells? So... We could do something a bit weird. I mean, assuming that we're not going to get many death row prisoners. Let's have a quick look. Prisoners, intake, death row. Open. There ain't any. No death row. Assuming we're going to get not many death row prisoners, how many would we actually realistically get? Well, I think that if we had something like this, hang on, if we had 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, do we need that? Do we really need... I think 3 is about right. Although, I do like the idea of having, like, the cells a bit like this. Like that. And there's 1 cell. Hang on. Like that. That's 1 cell. And then we can have bed there. We can have all the amenities. But it means you can always walk around it, you see. It is a bit weird. It's very wasteful, though, isn't it? That, especially with a gap of 2 all the way around the outside. Let's not have a gap of 2. I'm gonna do another shakedown. I think I've just done one, but it doesn't matter. Assuming we have it something like this. Gap of 1 instead. That's a big death row cell. And we can't split it up because of the really, really strange size of it. Would be that. And we can't have anything here as well because of the... Is that in the centre? It has to be in the centre. I just don't know why. What we'll have to do is actually shrink that down by 1. Like that. And this can be increased by 1. Which means now it is correct. Alright. So there's 1 cell, there's 2 cells. And 3 cells. Alright, so that is death row, 3 cells for death row. Now they are quite big, but every time I've done one of these death row things, I've always overdone it. They're always too big. We never get. Oh, I've mainly put too many cells in, and they never do anything. So 3 will be enough for our needs. And then this place here, what we're gonna do is have a room like that. Hang on, like so, and this will be security. So you have to go through security room to get into here. That is the overall design, and we will be building it next episode, unless you come along and say, actually, that's garbage, mate, fix it for these reasons, blah, blah, blah. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.